if you were going with the trends and going along with the trend, which headphones would you buy today?
Depends for what. It depends what I'm buying them for. Like what am I buying them for? Flexing?
Like if you were to go to a flex contest, which headphones would you get?
When I was in high school,
No.
I know. When I was in high school, I would have said Beats.
Yeah.
Now, I would never buy them today. I would choose something else.
What would you get?
But I would choose AirPods Max. That's the biggest clout you could have.
So how do we fight that? How do we fight the urge to always buy what's trending?
I don't know, bro. How do we do that? I don't know. How do we do that?
I don't know.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on the latest episode of the LeisureHub Podcast. That was a fantastic transition, Pedro. We are your hosts, Justin and
Pedro.
How did you come up with that transition? That was pretty good.
Bro, I didn't even think of it.
Off the top of the Chrome Dome, right?
It just rolled off.
Rolled off your head.
Just how things are.
Like a bead of sweat.
Yeah. It rolls off.
Do you know how long it took us to start this episode?
I know.
We were probably chilling around like 9:30 and it's 10:48 now. So we spent an hour just fucking around.
Just chilling.
But that you got to do that because if you make it all about business, then it's like whatever. And
exactly.
But I mean, this is more of like a hobby for us, right? Like this is not.
It is.
Yeah,
it's fun.
It's fun. It's a hobby. It's not anything that's super demanding. I mean, the editing more or less is demanding, but it's not like we have millions of people listening to us or watching us. So it's like the upkeep it's minimal. So if we miss a week, it's whatever. But
it's okay.
We try to like maintain it as much as possible. But even in the podcast realm, I feel like there's always a new product that you want to better the podcast, especially if like you're in the community of podcasting, right? And you're looking at like what headphones people have and the mic that they're using and like the recording software and the mixers that they're using and stuff like that. And you're looking at that, you're like, oh, what's trending? Right. And you're like, how can I, like, what can I do to be better or to have the next best thing? And you know, I think the one thing that gets people hooked are trailers. Like trailers
for like,
not trailers, but like commercials, trailers, ads. Yeah.
Especially if it's something that they've been waiting for.
Oh yeah. Or especially if it's something that's like new and revolutionary. Yeah. There's a new Shure SMB, or it's a new Shure mic. So mic that's similar to this, but it's a little different. I honestly don't remember what it's called anymore, but it has like a light on the bottom. Yeah. And you can track like the levels of like the audio levels just on the mic and a whole bunch of other stuff. And it's like this, it's really, really, it caught my attention. It was just a quick little ad and I didn't even know what it was, but the way that the lighting was and the way that they showcased the mic and like everything, I was just like, that caught my attention. And I was like, but then I had to stop myself. I was like, wait, I already have, we have two Shure S&B mics that are like top quality. Like they're really, really good. But those, I'm telling you, bro, some marketing really gets you hooked.
So yeah, so you think like that urge comes from like that marketing shit? Yeah.
By the way, this episode is specifically called fighting the hype, not buying what's trending, or buying what's trending. But it's
and sometimes that fight is really hard to win.
Oh yeah,
especially when your friends are getting this stuff. You know, it's cool when everything is trending, but then your friends start like, you know, it was cool when COVID was happening, but then your friends started having COVID and I'm like, damn, I want to get COVID.
It's like, where's my COVID?
No, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, bro, sneezing the tissue.
But like I'm gonna be honest, it happened to me with Helldivers.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, so you're a follower.
Yeah, I am. So Helldivers, it was trending. It was big. So I'm like, it's all right. Then friends started getting it. And then I was talking to you about it. And I'm like, damn.
I conned you.
I held off of it as long as I can. And I'm like, bro, I gave in.
Yeah.
I bought it. And am I playing it now?
Yeah, you're playing it.
No, I'm not playing it.
No, I think if I was like, if you were on and I was like, yo, P, you want to play? And you had time.
Yeah,
I think you jump in it. It's like I said, it's one of those games that is definitely like friend oriented.
Yeah, but it's not what made me buy it.
No,
I'm gonna be honest, and I was just wanted to go with the
hype.
Yeah, because this is probably gonna be the next big thing for the next 10 years.
Yeah,
and Helldivers is good, but it's not.
It's not what you would be hooked into.
Yeah, it's not revolutionary.
No. I feel like I feel like I've fallen for that hype a lot, like over time, and like whether it's product, a game is a product, but whether it's a game, whether it's a tech thing, whether it's like I don't know the next song that just dropped, like you follow the hype wherever the hype is going. Sometimes like when you're in that hobby, you kind of just like stick with it because you want to be a part of that. That you want to be a part of it. You're like, like this shit's happening. Like especially like the whole J. Cole, Kendrick, Drake diss, like all that.
Oh
like,
yeah,
like
it was fun to get involved.
It was fun. If you were, there's nothing you can really buy there, but if you weren't a part of it and you like music, people are like, what are you even listening to then? Yeah, you know what I mean.
Or like major news, especially in hip hop.
Yeah. I feel like your love for your hobby really pivots and dictates you, and it makes it hard to resist those urges of buying those products. You know what I mean?
It freaking sucks, especially
frickin'?
Frickin'? Yeah, frickin'.
Frickin'.
If you have like a strong opinion on something, right?
No one has that.
Like let's say like this song is like dope as shit, you know what I mean? Nobody gives a fuck. But then a month goes by and that shit blows up on TikTok. Now everybody's listening to this song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, I was the first one. I was listening to it before everybody else. But people won't believe you. They're like, bro.
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah, shut up.
Have you been in that position before?
Many times, bro.
Where you're like, you found something?
Many times, but it's not even worth it to be like,
I found it. Because there's no proof. How do you prove that?
You can't prove it. Exactly. Like, just go with it.
Exactly.
Like, just be glad that it's trending and something good actually is good.
Yeah. Do you and your wife have that competition sometimes? Like, do you and your wife have that competition sometimes?
Not really. She actually comes up to me sometimes and tells me like, a lot of the songs that you listen to, like they come trending like after a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's like that's something that me and her know, but at the same time, it's like I'm not gonna be the one.
Oh, so you're saying that
I'm not gonna be the one to be like, oh, I know this song is gonna pop off.
No, so what you're saying is you're trending. You're the trending. You're the reason why.
I'm the trendsetter.
You're the reason why people are falling for the hype.
I've also been in the position to be like, bro, this song is crazy, and it's to everybody else it's like complete shit. So I'm like, that's why I just listen to my shit.
Get it sexy.
No.
That's the song. You were like, yo, this song is dope.
No.
I really like this song.
What was it? Sexy Red?
Sexy Red and Drake. Yeah.
I actually kind of fucked with that song.
I just said that, but you're like, no, man, this song sucks.
No, you didn't.
You just did.
What song? That's a song?
Yeah.
Really?
I think. I don't know. I don't listen to her music.
You My Everything.
Yeah.
That's the song.
How does it go?
I don't remember.
I would sing it.
No.
I would sing it.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
But every new addition to your hobby is like it's kind of like a hit of dopamine, right?
Any new addition?
Yeah, like you get a new addition to your hobby, whether it's a collection, whether it's your tech thing, it's like or your desk setup, right? Future episode. But like essentially, like you have your desk and you're scrolling on Instagram or whatever, or let's say you're playing games, right?
Yeah.
I want to use the desk. I'm jumping around, but I want to use the desk one because we always refer to games.
Okay.
But let's say, you're on YouTube and a trailer pops up.
Okay.
Or you're scrolling through Instagram and you see a desk setup and you're like, it catches your eye.
You start thinking about
you're like, oh damn, like my desk setup kind of could use that.
Yeah.
So you buy it and you're like, damn, this new addition to my desk looks like fire.
Goes crazy.
Goes hard.
Yeah.
And then like a couple months go by, and then you see something else. It's like every new addition kind of makes you want to keep building that. It's like Legos, but like,
for your own shit.
For your own shit.
Yeah.
And then you kind of just keep building off of that. And then it's like, well, where's the point where you just kind of stop? There is no point. I feel like you just keep going. No. You know what I mean? And then it makes you happy, bro.
It makes you happy, but then like you don't stop. That doesn't make you happy, bro. Like you need satisfaction.
Oh yeah.
You need satisfaction. I'm not judging anybody for not stopping or anything.
You are.
And you was gonna say that, but like you could buy shit, but you just make sure you're always satisfied.
Yeah. Well, the thing is with trends, right, and like riding that wave, right, is like you're only happy or satisfied for that time being, and then after that, you yawning?
No.
After that hype train dies, you kind of don't want to be a part of it.
Yeah, you don't give a fuck about it.
Yeah, and that happens. I feel like that happens more with gaming than it does at least for me. Mm-hmm. I don't know about you, but any other hobby. You just don't know
what you're gonna get until you actually have it.
Well, it's like okay, like Helldivers. You were mentioning that, right?
Okay.
The hype behind that game,
it's insane,
massive.
Yeah,
but like
deserved it.
Oh yeah. I don't think the game's bad. I think the game's good. But I mean, like, look at the hype now for then versus now. Where is it? It's like the hype was there. This is where the game is at now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't hear a lot of people. Okay, I'll throw in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate is the same exact thing.
It's
Baldur's
still popping. It's still popping.
Oh, no. Yeah.
But you mean like in terms of like media and like news and shit.
Yeah, everything. Like, and this is a given. Like, this is not like a revolutionary thought, but I'm saying like everything has its peak and then it tapers off, and then you don't really hear about it anymore.
Usually when it comes out.
Yeah. Unless you're Kendrick still roasting Drake, then that shit is being overplayed and played out.
But he's getting that money.
Oh yeah, I like the song "Not Like Us," by the way, but
you a freaking follower, bro.
Yeah. But I will say, the song is being played way too much. It is being played.
Well, isn't it like a TikTok
it's a
song thing?
It's
now?
a TikTok thing. It's an Instagram thing. It's on everyone's videos. Yeah. It's on it's in everyone's background. Like it's played too much. It's being overplayed.
It's gonna be happening. You're a hater.
I am a hater.
Just like Drake.
I am like Drake. No, I'm not like Drake. I'm not a pedo.
No.
But yeah, no. I think like your love overall just dictates like the thing, because it's like the thing that you want, the trends. Like sometimes it's so hard to fight that trend or that hype for it, especially when your friends are talking about it.
Yeah,
it's like, do you want to really be the only one that's not buying that new game or that new headset or that new mouse or that new whatever that your friends are buying, but you're not buying it because you don't want to fight the hype? Like, no, you want to be included in that.
You just want to be you bring up a good point, because it's like, if you didn't have any friends or anything, it wouldn't be as bad. But just because like your friends are like, you are a part of your friends group.
Yeah.
So like, obviously you're going to want to do it.
Yeah.
You don't even care about the product itself. You just care about the experience with your friends with it.
Yeah. And I think honestly, you could relate that to iPhones.
Yeah.
Cause like all of what hype is and with things that are trending, like if you're not having that thing and your friends have it, that's FOMO.
Yeah.
Like you're especially
it's basically FOMO. This whole episode is FOMO.
Especially with your iPhone. Like, you know, if you're texting your friends and stuff like that and you have green bubbles popping up instead of like blue bubbles, I mean, we're not going to talk about that, but like that whole thing. But if you have that and you're not included in like group messages and stuff like that, there's FOMO. You want to have like the thing that's trending, the thing that's being overhyped.
Yeah.
Because then that's going to make you fit in with your friends. That's going to bring you together. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's kind of...
It sucks.
Something sick about that.
It sucks, but like... companies feed on that.
Yeah.
They feed on that hype. And even companies who aren't doing that same exact thing, they'll make a product that's as close as possible to that, Like, okay, Dark Souls, right? We were just talking about that in the last episode or 2 episodes ago. Ever since Elden Ring popped off, and even a little bit before that,
the Dark Souls games have
all the Dark Souls games have been following. It's like, how can we make a game that's like Dark Souls, challenging and stuff like that? And
You're right.
it trends, it pops off. It gets people hyped because it's like, oh no, the Dark Souls games from Software can't make like a million games, so like other companies can.
And the thing is, some games have pulled it off too.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the one that I kept raving up or like kept talking about, what's it called? Do you remember? It was like Umbriel. Do you remember?
Umbriel?
Yeah.
Like Bloodborne?
No. It's the one where you could cross between different dimensions, like hell and like the land of the living. Do you remember?
Lords of the Fallen?
Lords of the Fallen.
Yeah.
Yeah. That game.
I heard it got fixed. Did it?
Did it?
I don't know.
But I remember when it released, like it didn't deliver to what people thought it was going to.
Yeah.
But I remember watching the trailers like, this game, another Dark Souls game. I want that shit.
See, you're a masochist.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I mean, I can whenever I feel up for the challenge, but no.
I'm a glutton for punishment, baby.
There's too many. Like when it was Dark Souls and them, and
it's one thing.
Yeah, but now it's like getting the genre is getting filled up.
It's oversaturated.
Would you think it's oversaturated?
I wouldn't say yet, but I would say it's getting there.
Because I feel like it's the beginning of a genre, right?
I mean, it's been around for a while.
It has been around for a while, but I feel like right now it's beginning to expand, right? It's been around for a while, definitely, but it's beginning to expand at an accelerated rate. You get what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's because it's the thing that's trending right now.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, for example, it's probably going to become as big as it is an adventure
as genre. Big as these nuts?
Damn, that's pretty big.
They are swollen right now. I can't even sit here comfortably. There's a nut literally hanging out of my shorts right now.
I'm good.
I'll stand up.
No,
I'll show you.
I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Good. But yeah.
The doctor said I need ointment on it. So
ointment?
Yeah, ointment. Cream.
Doctor just said, oh yeah, you need ointment.
To bring the swelling down.
That shit?
You need ointment?
You need ointment. But yeah. Fuck. I forgot my train of thought.
I do it to you every time.
Every time.
It should be.
No, but the genre is just expanding. It's probably going to become as big, not as big, but as big as these other genres as well.
Yeah. Do you think
it's just filling up right now?
Do you think AirPods have hype around them?
Yeah. But
I mean, that was an obvious question.
That's Apple though.
Yeah, Apple in itself is the hype.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. With phones and like the whole ecosystem,
their MacBooks, their watch. Yeah, you just got one.
Yeah, I just did.
Yeah. Happy Father's Day.
My wife got it for me. Yeah, for Father's Day.
Yeah. You must be a really damn good husband / father.
I'm all right.
I'm all right.
I'm all right.
I let my kids go play in traffic.
That'd be all right.
Rub some dirt on it. It's fine.
Yeah.
But another thing that drives
what?
These nuts in your mouth.
Oh damn.
Another thing that drives the hype, right, is nostalgia. I don't know if you've been noticing this trend that's been happening a lot lately.
I agree with you 100%.
But like a lot of companies, TV, like entertainment,
nostalgia,
they're feeding off of nostalgia. Game companies are doing it hard.
The remakes are all about
remakes everywhere. I mean,
well, not remakes, more like remasters.
Some of them are remakes and some of them are remasters.
The remasters to me is more like feeding on nostalgia.
Yeah,
I mean they all are anyway.
Like look at all of the Resident Evil games.
Yeah,
I mean they've made 8, right? Or is it 7?
7, I think. Resident Evil 7. Yeah, that was Village.
Yeah, didn't they make another one? No, they didn't make another one.
Yeah.
But they've made 7 games. And in the past like couple of years, they've remade Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4. Like they're just like, and like they're hits. They're a massive success. Resident Evil 4, like people loved it. The game existed already. They just remade it.
Made it trending again.
Yeah, and it's been happening in music now too. Like music, I mean, music's been doing it for a long time.
Samples and shit.
Yeah,
of like older songs.
A lot of like '90s songs.
Yeah,
like Nicki Minaj, I know does it a lot. She like Super Freak.
Yeah, but like a lot. Like that shit. You see that shit a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like hits from like the '90s. They're repurposing or resampling.
Like even Kendrick Lamar's "I See Dead People." That's not him originally.
Yeah,
yeah.
But like, how many people know that?
Exactly.
More people know about she's a super freak. She's super freak. Like more people know that one than they know I See Dead People.
Yeah.
So like market, like they're feeding on our childhood memories. Like it's crazy because like even like the TV shows that they're pumping out, movies that they're pumping out. Like I feel like the creative space right now is just so like uninspired.
Like, is there nothing new to create?
That's what I've been saying for a long time. That's gonna be another podcast episode.
Is there nothing new to create? Like, I feel like you're right. Everything is.
It's just recycling shit.
Maybe it's just our generation, and the new generation is coming up with new shit, and they're gonna find that nostalgic whenever they get to our age.
Well, but that's what I mean.
Like, we're not gonna find. I mean, we are, but I don't find Roblox entertaining.
No.
A lot of people do.
Yeah.
Like, and I believe them. I just don't find myself giving it the time. Maybe one of these days, right? But like,
you mean you're not a blockhead?
Is that what they call them?
I don't know.
Is that what they call them? I don't know. But you know what I mean? But then when they get to our age, like that's gonna be nostalgic to them.
Mm-hmm.
But that's something that was created during this time. Like that's the new shit going on right now. But to us, it's like, yeah, it just doesn't.
Yeah. But see, the thing is like right now they're feeding off of our generation, right? Like they're feeding off of like, because we're at an age now where we're longing for that nostalgia. We're longing for like these TV shows, these games, these movies, whatever, to kind of be remade. And like, the thing is, it works every time. And it works on me 100%. It's like, bro, if you remade this game, I'll buy it in a heartbeat. Like if they remade Jak and Daxter remaster, I'll buy it 100% right now.
Day one.
Charge $70 for this per title, per 1 through 3. I'll buy it.
You buy it.
Yeah, because I love Jak and Daxter.
Damn, like that.
Yeah, I love Jak and Daxter. I'm sure you have your own version of that you would buy in a heartbeat.
No.
Fake.
How am I fake? I mean, let me try to think. I don't think Jak and Daxter. No, not me.
What's a game that you played as a kid that you really, really loved that hasn't been remade yet?
That I really, really love.
There's a game that you told me that you and your cousin used to play it all the time, and like 5 podcast episodes ago. It was for Xbox. It was a co-op game. I don't remember the title.
Unreal Championship?
Something like that.
No,
yeah.
I don't know. Probably not. If they remade Halo 3, maybe. But that's not even, no. I wouldn't, no.
Not that. Like, I mean, it has
Halo 3 you can play right now.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be something that's like nostalgic from your childhood that you're like, I love this shit. I want to I want this, but with modern graphics, modern technology.
I can't think. I'm pretty sure
the
reason I can't think of anything right now is because I'm pressured into thinking something.
Think of something now.
There's something out there.
I guarantee you, there's something. I mean, like you kind of
Donkey Kong Country. Everything has been rebooted already.
Not everything.
I'm trying to think of like, I don't know.
But that's what I'm saying is it's like, well, you kind of actually hit the nail on the head earlier. Like Gen Z they'll like Roblox, and then when they're older, they'll think it's nostalgic. But I'm sure Roblox will still be a thing by the time they're like in their 40s.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I even heard Warzone when it first in 2020. I heard like people saying that shit's nostalgic.
Warzone?
Yeah. When it first got
started, because it was good.
Yeah.
Compared to what it is now.
Yeah, but
I kind of miss it. So
but the nostalgia comes not only with the game, but with the times with friends, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
That was around the COVID. Everybody was at home. Everybody was playing with each other.
But that was also everybody hurt.
Everybody was playing with each other. But
that was also the point where M-Dub first released. It was like the best Call of Duty in years. People were super happy with it. Like Warzone was good, multiplayer was good, everything was balanced in air quotes.
It was the whole new movement system and everything.
And I think people were just genuinely happy with that. Like, and then they moved to M-Dub 2, which are like, bro, it's gonna be so good. And then it was all right.
Yeah.
And then M-Dub 3 came, and then they're like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, it isn't even like all you had to do.
And MW3 is better than MW2 in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't played M3, so I can't tell you. But all they had to do was take what existed in Warzone already and what existed in M-Dub1 and just move it over. New story, new guns, maybe. Yeah. Tweak some stuff and call it a day. But they had to well, we're gonna alter the system. It's like, well, now you fucked it up. Like that's what pisses me off with Call of Duty. It's like they hit the nail on the head. It's like we got to change everything, but it's not working.
Why they hit the nail on the head though? Think about that. What game are you talking about?
Called Modern Warfare.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That in itself is nostalgic.
It is nostalgic, but
from Call of Duty 4.
Yes, but 2 and 3 ended up sucking ass.
Yes, but it still feeds on nostalgia. You know, like when Modern Warfare 2 came out,
for me to buy it.
You know when Modern Warfare 2 came out, how many people just bought it thinking it was a remastered? Like thinking it was their interest, it caught interest to them because they thought it was going to be a Modern Warfare 2, the 2009 remaster.
You know what I bought?
What?
Modern Warfare 2 remastered.
I was pissed.
Sorry. No, I didn't.
I wish it came with multiplayer, but that was only the campaign.
No, I think I bought the COD 4 or
COD 4 remastered.
COD 4 remastered. That shit was cool at the time. But I think I don't remember if I did or not. But if I did, I was a sucker for it because M-Dub 2 was great. The campaign is iconic and nostalgic in its own right.
Yeah.
But all they had to do was bring back the multiplayer.
Which they didn't.
Millions of dollars instantly.
They don't want that. Anyways, this is a whole nother topic. They don't want that. They don't want that.
It's frustrating. Like that's part of my frustration with a lot of these companies. I feel like they know what the nostalgia is, but they pick very specific things that people kind of want.
Yeah.
And then they leave the thing out that people really, really want. They're like, the gamers don't want that.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
They won't buy the next game.
It's frustrating because it's like, okay, you want your investors to make money. You want to make money, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So just make the exact same shit that you made in 2009 and pump it out.
They'll lose money.
They won't.
They will.
They won't.
They will.
I guarantee you. I promise you. If they would have just remade M-Dub 2 exactly as it was with perk system, prestige system, gun system, everything like that, they would have made way more money.
Yes, but what happened to them in what was it? Infinite Warfare. So you know what happened with Infinite Warfare and Black Ops 3?
Yes. So because what happened with them is their mom.
I knew he was gonna come. I was waiting. I was like, I wonder.
What bullshit is he talking about now?
But with Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare came out. I was one of those. I was like, yeah, I'm not fucking with this shit. Like, I'd rather play Black Ops 3. Mm-hmm. Black Ops 3 was a really good game.
Yeah.
A lot of the people just stayed playing Black Ops 3. So now Activision sees themselves, damn, we lost a whole bunch of money. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And now they're just playing the old game. Mm-hmm. Basically, we didn't do shit.
Right.
So that right there is a lesson that I don't think they're gonna let
willing
go.
To take.
Yeah, they're not gonna let that go. Where it's like we can't make this game so good that they're just gonna ignore the next installation.
Well, then they have to stop.
It's a loop. It's a loop.
But I think
it's like fixing games when they come out. No.
Like I think Call of Duty is we're talking about Call of Duty too much.
I know, bro.
But the last thing thing we'll move on from Call of Duty. But the last thing I want to say with Call of Duty, they want to make a lot of money, right? That's their main goal, right? Personally, I wouldn't even continue making another Call of Duty every single year. It makes money. Don't get me wrong, but like, why wouldn't they just continuously like make do like a Destiny or Fortnite where they do seasons for this? Hold on, let me finish. For don't you shake your head at me. No, but like because and just charge money for it, right? Like it's just new DLC, new guns, new blah blah blah. It's like every season, like I know they do seasons, but like new guns. Oh, this is like season 10, and this is like the new iteration of Call of Duty. Yep. Instead of remaking it, and then like you can throw a new campaign in it, and that's like in its own right, it's $40.
Yeah,
and it's just extensions on to the existing game. That way, like you don't have to create a new Call of Duty per se, a new game. You just continuously build off of what already exists.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what they've been doing, but they still make you pay $70 because now they have like the Call of Duty HQ, where it's like a hub, and then you select the game that you want from there. Mm-hmm. But they still charge you $70 every year for an installation of DLC.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're talking too much.
Too much Call of Duty. But yeah, they target each generation. It's all about the hype. It's all about nostalgia. It's all about what your friends are playing. It's all about like, if you're not playing this thing, then you're not gonna be able to like have any type of conversation with your friends. And sometimes when you decide that you're gonna end up like jumping on that hype, the hype has already died, and so like you're already like you missed the train.
It's something else now.
It's something else.
And you're right, bro. With gaming, like, it's crazy because we talk about music and Kendrick Lamar and Drake, and you know that's been going on for a long time.
Sure.
Right? Yeah. But the moment a game releases, it probably gets hype up until the next big game release.
Honestly, I don't even think it lasts even that long anymore. A
couple of days to a week, maybe a week.
Yeah. I remember games would last a lot longer than that. You would have a game and that would last you for months, and the hype around it was there. Now you have a game and the hype around it lasts for like a week or two, and then it's dead. Like it's like people's attention span for a game only lasts a certain amount of time. And like, don't get me wrong, I'm in that same boat too, because it's like God of War comes out, I play it, beat it, platinum it, and it's done. I can never touch it again. And
God of War?
God of War.
You touch it again.
I haven't touched it.
Damn.
Yeah. It's collecting cobwebs.
It is.
Hasn't been touched in months.
No, I have to play that every so often.
Honestly, I haven't been a sucker for going back to certain things. I mean, like, I don't know why gaming doesn't have this effect on me anymore, where I replay value, but like movies kind of don't really deliver that for me either. Like sometimes, like it has to be a really good movie.
Does it have to be with like being a kid?
Maybe it's just like time. I don't know.
Like, you know, you kid, because my daughter watches the same movie like 100 times. She never gets tired of it.
Maybe it is a kid thing.
You know,
but there's things that you just play over and over and over and over and over and watch over and over and over.
Yeah, but like you said, it's just less now.
Yeah.
Like when you're a kid, like you could do so much shit like over and over and over again and never get tired.
Yeah.
Now as an adult, I watch a movie one time and I'm probably never gonna watch this shit again.
Yeah. Because it's like, I need to move on. I need something new. It's always about the new thing. You can't just be content with the old thing that you have.
Yeah.
And that's part of the fighting the hype. I don't think it's necessarily bad to like get the thing that you want.
Yeah.
Like that everybody else is doing. But like, what did I say before that? I forgot. I lost my train of thought.
But the hype.
No, before that.
What?
I don't remember. I was literally in the middle of my thought, and I was like, lost it.
No, like I just think it has to do with like just being a kid. Like you're also under the submission of your parents. Mm-hmm. Like if your parents have the money, then they'll get it. If they don't, you finish the game and that's all you have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes.
And then you look into the things that maybe I could explore this area more. You know what I mean?
Moan?
I know. I mean, I could explore this area more, or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you get more into the game, and then it grows on you, and then you could just play it until you get the next game, and once you get that next game, that's when the other one starts becoming, maybe building up dust. But since you have so much time with it, maybe I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
But I just feel like it's a kid thing.
Actually, you brought up a good point.
What?
Like when you're a kid and your parents, like it just depends on whether your parents have the money to buy it or not. That's predominantly why myself and I'm sure other people have replayed or rewatched certain things over and over and over again. Besides the fact that they really like it.
Yeah.
Right? Like I've replayed Ratchet and Clank, like the OG Ratchet and Clank, multiple times because I'm sure at that point, like I didn't have anything else to play. Like when you have nothing else to play, you will just replay what you already have because it's like I gotta find something.
And you just like the action of playing a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like I've replayed Uncharted 4 like purely just because like I really, really like it. But at the time when I replayed it a couple times, I was like, I don't really have anything else to play, but I do really want to play this. It gives you like, the one thing that I've always wished, and in terms of rewatching something and replaying something, is I wish I had like a way to forget about the experience with the game, so that way I could relive that like as a brand new game.
That would be dope.
Yeah.
Now, top 3. Okay, what games would you choose to erase the memory that you have from them and replay them over again?
Uncharted 4, The Last of Us Part 2, and the first Horizon.
The first Horizon. Though.
Because I was engrossed in that shit.
Dude, the Horizon story, the first Horizon story mode, like the actual story, sorry. That shit hits. What
about movies? What would be your top 3 movie?
Probably Shutter Island, Interstellar.
Mm-hmm. That you could you forget about it and you rewatch it.
Oh yeah. Shutter
Okay.
Island, Interstellar, Inception is pretty good. Damn, that's 2 Leo movies.
Yeah.
Let me choose an Adam Sandler movie.
Do you like Adam Sandler? Huh?
I do like his movies. Oh, Hubie Halloween.
Hubie Halloween.
That was a good movie to watch.
It's not October. You can't bring that movie up.
Okay. Let me see. I don't know. I'm blanking. Oh, Ready Player One.
Ready Player One.
That's a good movie. I like that.
I feel like movies is very difficult for me to choose because like I think about movies. Like, have you ever been in that position where you're thinking, like, I've watched tons of movies, but you think about, you're like, man, I can't think of any movies. I'm just like, it happens to me all the time. Not just because we're recording the pod, but like I'm thinking about movies in general, like my top movies, and I'm like, I can't think of anything.
Step Brothers too.
Step Brothers is a good movie.
Talladega Nights.
I like the one movie that I always think of is like Iron Man, like the first Iron Man.
Ooh, Iron Man.
That movie, I love that. I can't tell you I watched that movie multiple times.
What about Infinity War?
Infinity War, I haven't rewatched it. I think you know what I have rewatched multiple times?
What?
Dragon Ball Super Broly. I rewatched that like 3 or 4 times because I really like the art style in it. And I really like the fight against Broly.
That's the one that came after Restoration F, right? After Frieza?
No. I think there was one other movie before that.
Really?
Yeah.
There was Battle of the Gods. That's the first one.
Now you're going to make me look this up.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Battle of the Gods. And then it was Resurrection F. And then I think it was Broly.
I don't think so. I know seeing so.
Maybe
I know seeing so.
I don't think so.
I know seeing so.
Then now I'm curious.
Oh man, that's giving me every Dragon Ball movie that ever existed.
Forget about it then.
List of Dragon Ball films.
There's a lot.
There's a lot of movies.
Yeah.
And
they're probably not in order either way.
So there's Battle of Gods.
Yep.
Okay, you were right.
So after Resurrection
Battle of Gods, Resurrection F, and Broly.
Okay.
And then Dragon Ball Superhero came out.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I need to finish that shit.
I hate that art style. It's cell shading. I think it's what's
Superhero?
Yeah, Superhero.
I gotta watch that.
I hate that art style. Hate it. Broly, love it. Like that's what I want the anime to go back to. That style.
Yeah.
Of art. Like it looks like hand drawn. It looks very gritty. But unfortunately, that was the last one that Akira Toriyama worked on. Last movie. Two episodes where we talk about Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, in a row.
At least me. But
yeah.
But yeah, that I really, really, really liked that movie, and I've rewatched it because the fight, and I love seeing Gogeta. I love seeing that, like he's canon now, and then like the fight sequences between just Goku and Vegeta when they do 1-on-1 versus Broly, like it's just so good.
Yeah.
Are you subbed or dubbed, boy?
Definitely a dubbed. But if I find it too cringy to watch, subbed.
It is very cringy in English. Sorry, but I don't. Sorry to all the dub watchers, but it's very cringe.
I'd rather watch dub because I just generally like doing things while I'm watching it.
Yeah.
But subbed. If it's too cringy, because that shit could get too cringy, bro.
Yeah.
Especially like when they laughing and shit.
Yeah. In subbed?
Huh?
In subbed or dubbed?
Dubbed.
Yeah, dubbed. Dubbed is side rant. Quick. I was just getting Victoria into Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
And she watched a couple episodes in English. I hated the English version. But just something about the Japanese sub just sounds so like authentic. It sounds like more passionate.
Yeah.
It sounds like it fits the vibe.
It always does, I feel like.
Yeah, it just hits harder.
But like sometimes in English it be hitting.
The only things that hit for me are Naruto and Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, yeah.
And Bleach.
Yeah. But like My Hero Academia,
I hate it.
Yeah,
Exactly. Can't listen to it. But like the hype that people are trying to fight, I think is so hard. Like the fight, the trends, the fight, the hype.
Oh yeah,
because it's everywhere.
Hey, you just want to, and people like being valid, like their opinions. They love being validated.
Yeah, I mean, like it's all over social media. It's all over YouTube. It's in ads. Influencers are like promoting it.
Influencers,
eh? But it's everywhere.
Yeah,
it's like, so how do you like it's sometimes, and then obviously you have your friends, you have different communities, you have like your family sometimes are like trying to push that. It's like your job sometimes can even be pushing some of those trends, at least for like whatever your job pertains to. Like make sure you, like if you're in design, like you got to make sure you stay up on those trends and you have the latest thing and blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
How would you fight it?
Can't, bro.
Yeah, you can. I think how you can fight it is like just keep going with it. Just buy everything that you find trendy.
You heard it here first.
Just go with it, because there's gonna be a point where you're gonna realize that none of this shit matters.
Well, you're also gonna realize to a point you're like, damn, I'm spending way too much money.
Exactly. And then you're gonna end up with a crazy backlog, and then you're gonna try. This is exactly what's gonna happen. And then you're going to try to get rid of that backlog. And then at that point, you're going to realize that a lot of those games in your backlog, they're not even worth playing. Or if it's a movie, they're not even worth watching. Or
Evolve.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
Back 4 Blood.
Back 4 Blood was fun, bro. That shit's fun.
What happened to it?
Fun. Huh?
What happened to it?
What do you mean?
What happened to it?
Okay.
It's dead.
No, it's not dead. There's a difference between trending and dead. Just because a game is not trending, it doesn't mean it's dead.
It's not just trend. It's not just not trending. It's just dead.
No.
Just saying.
No. Just because like a a game is trending doesn't mean, I mean, just because a game is not trending doesn't mean the game is dead. Like the game, there are games that are, I mean, look at Destiny.
Dead.
Destiny right now is trending because of the final shape.
It's dead.
No, it's not. Hell no.
I'm just kidding.
But I'm saying these games have cult following.
That final DLC, people were on it. Like I mean, same thing with Elden Ring,
but like, if you put your eyes in everything that's trending, you're never gonna like settle for anything.
Yeah, you kind of have to like really set your eyes on like what really matters to you the most. What you like. Yeah, what matters to you the most.
Yeah.
But like obviously you want to some I think some of the things like you have to like be a part of the trend. Like, do you know what I mean? Like
no.
Like if you want a game to play with your friends and you're about multiplayer, let's say you're like all your friends are playing Sea of Thieves and you're the only one that doesn't have it. It's like that's like that there was a trend for that like at that point, and like, you know, like if you are looking for a game that's gonna like, or a game that's gonna last you several thousand hours, like there you go. There's a game for you to play.
But yeah, but if you go what was trending, you're not gonna dedicate 7,000 hours to a game.
No, but you need to.
You're always gonna be on the trend.
Yeah, but I'm not saying fixate on it. I'm just saying like, you know, you like if sometimes hopping on that trend, like maybe you find something that you really like.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah,
you do. But it's just gonna cost you. It's risky.
Yeah, it is risky because you're gonna have to spend a lot of money to really go through these trial and errors. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, Helldivers, I like it, but I don't really play it all that much. And most of my friends are playing other games, or they're not even online. So it's like I'm at an age right now where it's like it's kind of hard to play with people online.
And the thing with content nowadays is that like they put so much content in the games that you almost have to play only that.
Yeah,
Helldivers is different because it's like you can kind of just go in,
just do whatever.
Come out, yeah. But a lot of these games have like a lot of extra content and timely content that you have to get it done by this date.
Yeah.
And
before it expires,
exactly.
Otherwise you lose
it. So if you have 4 games like that, 4 different seasons going on at the same time,
that's
you
impossible.
You have to work, you have to school. It's like,
yeah,
you know, so if you go by the trend, you're going to encounter that problem.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to realize like at one point, like I did, it's like, I'm either going to dedicate 1 or 2 live service games.
Yeah.
And then the rest single player games where I could just sit down at any moment and continue.
Yeah.
But with live service games, like you just have limited amounts.
Yeah.
And that's what's trending now.
Yeah.
And if
live service games.
Yeah, exactly. So
bro.
that's the trend right now. So if you buy a lot of like that's the worst trend to follow.
Live service games?
Yeah.
Yeah, those games
like,
are ass. Sorry.
You're not gonna have time for any of these games.
Yeah.
If you're gonna try to play them all.
Genshin Impact. That game is like 1,000,000 hours long. Like there's no way you're catching. If you just start now,
up there.
You're never catching up. You're never catching up.
Yeah.
The game is too much. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on the latest episode of the latest. Wait, sorry. All right, what did I say? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on the latest episode of the LeisureHub Podcast. We've been your hosts,
Pedro. Oh,
and Justin.
I get to
switching it up.
You see, I mean,
you see, I should have done that in the very beginning. This has been fighting the hype and not buying what's trending, or maybe buying it a little bit because you got to indulge in like what's trending just a little bit. Pedro says no. He says, "Fuck that! I create my own trends.
I create my own trends.
I started the trend of being bald. Everyone just followed me.
Everybody just started being bald like the day after." What?
Let me just. What would you just to rip this off?
The toupee.
Yeah, it's not real. It's all fake.
All right.
All right. Peace, everybody. Thank you guys for watching Pedro and I do the podcast yet again.
It's over.
I've told you about hitting the mic.
Hitting the pod. Hitting the pod.